I've changed my mind a little bit, shifted gears a little bit on Conor McGregor though, because we've been talking about how his inactivity and like poking him with a stick, do a thing. I think he's the one who's been trying to be active, and they've got some very specific lane they want him to be in, or some timing that they're trying to fulfill. Because he just seems more and more upset that he's not fighting, and he's talked about it a lot.
So the interviews I saw, he's more and more upset he's not getting paid enough, and. Well, that is the interview.
I mean, he seems like the kind of guy that would just fight for any reason, though. Like he's down the pub, someone pisses him off, he's fighting. You know,
I mean, I heard him say, like, no one in the history of the UFC has been treated as poorly as I have. They
not talking about money though.
That's how I read it. Yeah,
he's upset because he's been trying to fight for a while, and they keep sidelining him, and they won't give him these fights because they, I guess, need to promote him in a certain way to be profitable. Or they have some idea in mind of what they want him to do. He has to fight Chandler. Like he's signed.
I mean, I've seen him talking about money. He's basically saying he wants to get paid. He's like, for all I've done for this company, I should be getting paid more. This is really what he's paraphrasing.
Okay. That's not what I've been taking from the recent interviews at all. It's been that he really wants to fight, and he's saying either basically make me a UFC fight or let me fight Pacquiao, because that's what he wants. He's like, and it seems like he's spinning wheels, and he almost said it out loud. He like stops himself. He's like, I'm trying to have a fight here before it's too late, like before, while I'm still me, he's trying to, and he's running out of time. I think the months have turned into years, and the years have turned into more fucking years since he's and he keeps talking. I know it's bullshit. And he's like, I want to get back in there. I want to face the best competition in the world. I want to have 5 fights. And he's like, no, you don't. You don't want 5 more fights against the best. I heard
he wanted 100 more.
Today he said, if this was boxing, you'd set me up with somebody who wasn't so good when I came back. You wouldn't throw me right into the lion's den of the top 5. But this is MMA, and that's that. But still, I guess it's got to be Chandler.
If they throw him in against someone shit, and then he's not as fit as he once was, and he loses,
he's just fit.
Yeah, but it's like he hasn't fought so long. Like, what if he does lose? That they've lost a massive asset. If they throw him in against like someone good and he loses, they could just be like, oh yeah, he was just a better guy in the day, and then they can use him again.
They don't see it that way. He needs to win his next fight, or he's done. I think. I don't think he can take another loss and then continue down the road. He needs to win his next fight. So I think they should throw him in against, a Diego Sanchez or a Tony Ferguson type. Yeah.
Bad.
Just sacrifice someone to him.
Yes. You give him a warm-up fight, and then 4 months later he has another one, but not like the best of the best, like a journeyman, a guy who's maybe tasted top 10 before, or maybe he is top 10. Diaz works. Diaz is washed as fuck. Conor smokes Diaz.
You just put him in the way of someone that's like a rising
Neither
star,
of us.
someone that's going to break into the top 5, and then you say, okay, before you get into the top 5, you've just got to like run over Conor McGregor, And
I think Slush's idea is better, and I don't know that he smokes Diaz. I will admit Diaz is washed. He lost to which Paul brother did for the younger one? Thank you. Yeah, he lost to Jake Paul. Diaz is not the Diaz of old. Okay, so we agree, but we have no idea what Conor is. All we see is Conor is a drunk guy riding on a bicycle. Like, we haven't seen Conor fight effectively.
I saw him knock his sparring partner out the other day. Like that's what I saw that. Like I see his physique.
I knocked me out too. That doesn't mean Conor's Conor.
I see his physique staying good, even though he's now being tested, staying big and fit. And he looks old. He's getting old. He's in his late 30s now. He drinks. He's Irish, and it's a flash. It shows every wrinkle, and he's an older man. He's wrinkled up. He smokes cigars. He drinks whiskey, and he's a pale Irish fucking white man. He's not going to age well. Plus, he's been losing his hair for 5 years at least, maybe more. And but I think his physique looks good. And when I see him move around, it's like, that's a professional fighter. Okay, I don't think he's going to go in there and contend with Islam fucking He-Man Makhachev.
He'd fucking destroy him. But
I don't know. To me, Conor's a big question mark. I don't feel like you can watch him in sparring or anything. The dude hasn't had a good fight. When was his last good outing? And I don't want to count Cowboy. 2016 or something.
Yeah, probably. Well, that's his last win.
Is he like 40 now?
No, 37, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like a couple of years older than me.
He's washed. He's going to look like Chuck Liddell in his comeback next.
That's old.
Nah.
37, 38. Like that has to be fucking old for a fighter.
Especially he's light.
For a fighter.
He's 35. He's in the light weight classes. He was at his best at 145 and 55. And you have to be young and fast. If he was a heavyweight, he could be older.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The other problem is though he fought for so long at a lower weight that putting him into like catch weights to go higher, he's probably fucked.
Yeah. So Conor has power, right? He always had power. At 145, 155, he had dynamite in his hands. At 170 or 185, I don't even know what he'd fight at now. Everyone has the power that Conor did. Like he can get knocked out now. He won't have that power advantage at 170.
Oh, he can't. He wouldn't fight. What he'll fight is, well, he's going to fight Chandler. It's done. There's no getting out of it. Chandler won't allow them out of it. Chandler hasn't fought in like 2 years waiting on Conor. They agreed to fight, and the 5th ranked fighter in the world hasn't fought for 2 years because Conor said he would, and so he's sitting there like, fucking waiting.
It's pretty retarded that you can stay at number 5 after not fighting for 2 years.
The whole ranking system of that shit is dumb as fuck.
Yeah, like you should have to have fought within the last year or something.
I want them fighting
eligible.
I want them fighting like weekly. That's what I want to say. Okay. I want a proper fucking.
We'll run out of fighters quick.
That's true. The NFL they play every
we can breed more. It's fine. There's fucking heaps of them. Yeah. Heaps of drunk cunts at the pub want to fight.